Hello and welcome to a new episode on Sadhana World Foundation. We describe experiences from our day to day lives and link them with the teachings in our spiritual texts. We believe that our spiritual texts have got a tremendous amount of learnings and lessons for all of us to help us lead this life more meaningfully and more happily in this world. Let's talk about our plans and the outcomes that we get. It's not rare to find success, neither it's rare to find failures. Imagine that a student has prepared a lot for a competitive examination, and at the end of this whole preparation, the exam starts, exam ends, results come, and results are not up to the mark. Think of a team which is preparing for a competition for a championship and the team loses. Imagine a situation where we have been planning for years for a particular event. The event takes place, and at the end of the event, we are not happy with the results that we get. These are incidents which are part of our day to day life, isn't it? What do we do when we don't get the outcome that we have set our goals on? When we are not able to meet our goals, we feel frustrated, we feel disappointed. Sometimes we are doubtful about our own selves, whether I am capable of doing this. Sometimes the doubt comes in our mind whether that's the right goal to pursue. Some of us think that the environment in which we conducted ourselves wasn't fair. We externalize the problem. Some of us rarely feel much more determined. We think that, okay, this chance is gone, I will try again and I will succeed. Some of us are anxious, some of us are probably little relieved that the stress of that event is gone. Various kind of emotions come and grip our mind. But what's the right thing to do? That was the question. I thought about it, I referred to some of our spiritual texts. Interestingly, many of these texts had more or less the same guideline for all of us. I felt it's important that we relive or refresh our memories. Many of us would have been told in our childhood, in our schools, at our homes, in our universities, at our workplaces, many of our well wishers would have told us how to behave. However, when we are in that middle of that situation, we forget all those teachings. We feel angry, we feel disappointed, we feel frustrated, we feel anxious, we are worried what will happen to my reputation, and so on and so forth. Think of the Mahabharata, where Arjun is in the middle of the battleground. He is anxious, he is unsure, he is in a big dilemma whether to fight the war or not. Thankfully, he had his mentor, guide, friend, philosopher, Lord Sri Krishna, who tells him, who clears his mind, who tells him that the only thing that you can do is to do your duty. You have no control on the outcomes of the duty. How do you know that you are going to win this war, and why are you attached with the outcomes of this war? How do you know that you are going to lose all your friends, all your cousins, all your gurus in this war? How are you so sure that you are going to be victorious? Even if you are going to be victorious, why are you attached with the thought of being respected, being loved, being showered affection by all your well wishers? Your only duty is to establish the order of dharma in this world. That's your only duty as a warrior. So just do your duty. Why are you thinking of the outcomes? That was the advice that Sri Krishna gave to Arjun. Arjun realized his mistake, went into the battlefield, and whatever happened in the battlefield, all of us know about it. That's how Srimad Bhagavad Gita is the compilation of 700 verses which guide us to the right path, what's the right path and what's not. So this is advice number one that I could find. I think all of us know about it, but we find it so difficult to detach ourselves from the outcomes of the plan that we execute. Secondly, I looked at Christianity. I found there are so many stories and folk tales or the lessons in the Bible which tells us about the concept of surrendering or the concept of having faith in the Supreme. Essentially, it is teaching us about the concept of faith and concept of acceptance of whatever is happening in our world. I looked at Taoism, the famous story of the farmer and the horse. All of us know that. A farmer who used to have the horse as his companion as well as the main help for his farming, for his livelihood. One day this horse runs away and the farmer is sad. And the neighbors look at the situation, come and sympathize with the farmer and just give him various ideas just to sympathize with him and say that your bad luck is gone. The farmer responds by saying, maybe. And after a few days and weeks, the horse returns back. The same neighbors come and congratulate the farmer, saying that your good luck is right here. And the farmer, instead of being happy, just says the same thing, maybe my good luck has come. So this is the story from the philosophy of the Tao. So Taoism says that it's about accepting, it's about a equipoise kind of an approach, balanced kind of an approach, accepting whatever is happening here. And then I also looked at Buddhism, a very interesting story where a woman lost her child and was naturally devastated. She went to Gautam Buddha and asked for help. Buddha listened to this woman and said, okay, do me a favor, get a handful of mustard from a family who hasn't seen death. The woman goes around to several homes and every home says that they have had a case of death sometime in the past. And the woman returns back with the realization that things will take place. Nothing is permanent in this world. Birth and death are cyclical in nature. They will keep happening. And this tells us about being strong even if there is a storm which is coming our way. The storm will pass away. The teaching that I was impressed with is the concept of accepting, the concept of surrender, the concept of detachment, the concept of resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear children, thank you for watching this video and spreading these words of wisdom which are centuries old, which are available for all of us to practice in our day-to-day lives and spreading this amongst many more people. Thank you very much. Looking forward to our future conversations.